Alright. Hey YouTube, Skills here, or you can call me Excalibur, and welcome to another video. In today's video, I want to have a quick chat about the two subclasses I use mainly. Hey, most notably, well, I've been recently using Behemoth, but today I'm just going to be talking about Striker subclass, or just subclass in general. Like, about why I rarely use any other subclass, giving a subclasses a chance, such as, you know, the Sentinel, Sunbreaker. I mean, the only thing I gave most of the chance was Behemoth, because for good reasons. I think we can all agree that I appreciate the stat boosting. I don't want to admit, but I have to admit, sooner or later, the stat boosting will be attached to our light-based subclass on the next expansion, or even later on. So, I wanted to say, so y'all may ask, why do I rarely use Sunbreaker or Sentinel? Because I'll ask you this question: have you ever feel like you use a subclass that you love the most, and it's so satisfying to slam the ground? For me, I love slamming the ground and shoulder charge, learning how to use other guns. This was back in D1. Well, let's travel back to D1. Okay, Striker wasn't a roaming super, but it was so still satisfying for me to use. It was so basic, and just want to shoulder charge and punch is something I'm most likely defined as a striker type person. And when Sunbreaker came out with new subclasses during the Taken King era, yes, I gave Sunbreaker a chance. Well, it was gonna be broken on release. Then it got nerfed and then got rebuffed it, so yeah, I've been giving it a chance. And then Defender class was just a bubble. It's literally just a bubble. It wasn't a roaming super, it was just a bubble. So now travel back to the future, where now all of these are roaming super. You didn't have middle trees back then, so during year 1 I most likely use, well, Code of the Earthshaker, and I still use Code of the Earthshaker in this day because it's so satisfying. It's more satisfying feel than bottom tree striker, and then even middle tree striker. Now, the top tree striker was most likely unknown. I am most likely known for, you know, lightning grenades, set traps. We shoulder charge, set off lightning grenades. Those are two simple orders. Other feels different. Other than that, I just enjoyed using Striker Titan more than ever. Like, most notably Code of the Earthshaker, more than ever, thanks to the buff it have. Now, I will say this though, when Beyond Light came out, our light-based subclass were useless, except if you're a Warlock top tree Dawnblade. This has everything going for it. And stasis in Beyond Light, on release, Beyond Light were insanely crazy. You got Whisperer Hadrons. This did not have this stat boost when you froze a target. It was providing a damage boost when you froze a target. It was broken. It was broken on release, and then they changed it to this. So dramatically, he increased weapon stability, aim assist, mobility, resilience, and recovering after freezing a target with stasis, but you lose minus 10 strength, which it really don't matter because I normally run Marticolo. But when more stasis fragment came out, I most likely noticeably still use Whisper of Fissures, Conduction, and Stards, because I do appreciate the resilience and intellect. This one gives pretty much 20 resilience. As you can see down there, I overkill my resilience. I overkill my resilience really good, so it felt good either way. But overall, I do enjoy Behemoth. I gave Behemoth a shot, and overall, is stasis in general is toned down as a Roman super. But even though Behemoth is kind of like you know, my second best, I will still say, you know, my striker is always going to be my best pick, you know, in terms of lightning grenades in PvP, pulse grenades in PvE, because you have to stick at somewhere, yeah, of course. So that's why I most likely stick with striker. I'm most likely defined as a striker type unit, more than using Sunbreaker and Sentinel. Even if I don't know how to, even if I didn't use these subclass, I'm going to say, for example, striker with Doom Marchers, of all things. Behemoth, I'm probably still going to be running Doom Marchers, and I put my Path of the Burning Steps in the vault real quick. But let me tell you something. Even if I don't use other subclass, I still have the maximum knowledge of using other subclass. Like, let's say for example, I can go Fireforge, put on Burning Steps because it was the best, or I can stick with Doom Marchers. Either way, look, Code of the Devastator. Here, it's very simple. You got Asheron's Wake, you got Worm God, but I most likely run Asheron's Wake for a good reason. And Sunbreaker, Bottom Tree Sunbreaker, Code of the Siegebreaker. Let me tell you something. I don't have Burning Steps with me. So just run simple. Just run Phoenix Cradle or swinging Burning Steps, because why not? Let me tell you something. Sentinel, Code of the Aggressor. Sure, I most likely run Doomfang Pauldron, because I like getting rewarded for shoulder charging or shield bashing to get super energy, of all things. Let me see. Code of Protector. I don't have Syntheseps, but I'm working on getting it. Code of the Commander. I will say, Code of the Commander, PvP. Well, I most likely run Doom Marchers on them, because it's just good in general. Like, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying about me not knowing, knowing every subclass of the Titan, and I've been pretty much most likely use Striker, but Striker has the perfect feeling for me to use. Even though I don't use other subclasses, I know them full potentially. It's just when, like Bursa said, whenever I feel like it. Whenever I feel like doing it, I will do it. I will change it and hunt down exotics and use them full potentially. So this is pretty much explains the reasoning why I use Striker the most notably Code of the Earthshaker, because it what defines me as a person. It defines me as the Fist of Havoc person. And plus, if I'm going to spend more time on subclasses, probably in the future might be Stasis, not gonna lie. Yeah, you sided with Stasis, that's why I got nerf skills. I don't give a care. I don't give a care. I might go flawless with Stasis to see how much I didn't care. Anyways, y'all have a good time. This is Skills or Excalibur.